Startup. Holding point runway 09 right. You are on guard. You are in an active airspace. Contact an active frequency. Continue. Taxi to holding point runway 09 right.
Flaps.
Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi. Roger. Taxi to holding point runway 09 right. Stand by. Stop. Runway 09 right. Begin. Request taxi to gate. At information. Kilo. Read copy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Stop. You are on guard. You are in an active airspace. Contact an active frequency.
Cabin crew. Prepare doors for departure and cross check.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chief flight attendant. On behalf of our captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position and that your seatbelt is correctly fastened. Also, your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival. Thank you.
Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi.
At parking. Information. Kilo. Read to copy.
Roger. Pushback right. Continue. Startup approved.
Request startup.
Holding point runway 09 right. Request taxi. Holding point runway 09 right. At parking. Information. Kilo. Read to copy. Stand by. Request startup. Roger.
Request startup.
Have a nice day. Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi.
Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi.
Request taxi.
Request pushback.
Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi. Departure runway 0. Pushback left approved.
Roger. Pushback left.
Change to runway 09 left.
Roger. Change to runway 09 left.
Pushback approved at own discretion. Request pushback. Roger. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left. Continue. Request taxi. Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left. Departure runway 09 left. Contact when ready to start. Departure runway 09 left. When ready to start. Request pushback. Roger. Holding point runway 09 left. Stand by. At parking. Information. Kilo. Read to copy. Roger. Continue taxi to gate. Approaching gate. Switching off. Roger. Close it. 20. Request taxi. Request startup. Request startup. Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi. Stop.
Request taxi.
Continue. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left.
Roger. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left.
Continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Stand by. Departure runway 09 left. When ready to start. Pushback approved at own discretion. Roger.
Cabin crew. Prepare for takeoff.
Request taxi. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left. Roger. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left. Departure runway 09 left. When ready to start. Request pushback. Pushback approved at own discretion. Startup.
We are now ready for takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and all baggage is secured underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch to airplane mode or personal electronic devices including laptops and cell phones. Enjoy your flight.
Pushback approved at own discretion. Roger.
Holding point runway. 09 left.
Start up. Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi. Departure runway 0. Stand by. Startup approved. Revert when ready to taxi. Stop. Request startup.
Good day. Holding point runway. 09 left. Ready for departure.
Wind 81 degrees. Wind 80 degrees.
Clear for takeoff runway. 09 left. Call you back passing 3,000 feet. 80s knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Say intentions.
Flaps.
Good day. Full establish runway. Left. Good day. Wind 83 degrees. 5 knots. Clear to land runway 09 right. Go around. Aircraft on the runway. Leaving 3,000 feet. Wind 83 degrees. 5 knots. Clear for takeoff runway 09 right. Report leaving 3,000 feet. Clear for takeoff runway 14 left. Call you back passing 3,000 feet. Roger. Point ground. Stop. Good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as dinner. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Audio preview.
the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as a snack. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Audio preview. Audio preview.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting our descent to our destination. The weather is windy. Enjoy the rest of our flight. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick update on our flight. The weather is windy. Enjoy the rest of our flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at our destination. Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened. The flight attendants are currently passing around the cabin to make a final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses. Thank you.
Flaps. Gear down.
Five hundred, 400, 300, minimum 200, 100 above, 100, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, 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 retard.
Contact. Ground. On. 119.000.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles clear until we are parked at the gate. Please use caution when opening the overhead compartments and removing items, since articles may have shifted during flight.
Flaps, flaps. Runway 14 left, vacated. Request taxi to gate.
Roger. Continue taxi to gate. Departing. Information. Flag green to copy. Departure runway 09 right. When ready to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have not yet reached the gate. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
Continue. Request pushback. Pushback approved at all discretion. Roger.
14 left, vacated. Request taxi to gate.
Roger. Continue taxi to gate.
Approaching gate, switching off.
Style arrived. We then ready to taxi. Roger. Close at 3-4.
Have a nice day. Runway 14 left, vacated. Request taxi to gate.
Roger. Continue taxi to gate. Taxi to
Runway 14 left, vacated. Request taxi to gate.
runway 14 left. Vacated. Request taxi to gate. Roger. Continue taxi to gate. Turn left next taxi. Continue.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for arrival and cross check.